Hello, I'm MJ Sheeny, Cloud Solution Architect for Microsoft on the Healthcare and Life Sciences Emerging Opportunities team. Today, I'll be walking through how to set up our project FhirBlaze for local development from scratch. FhirBlaze is a quick start project demonstrating working with the Fire specification in Blazor, leveraging the Firely SDK. It also can be integrated with our Graphire and Justice projects, which we will not be going over in this video, but links to those repositories will be in the description below. To get started with FhirBlaze, first fork and clone the repository to your machine. Next, we'll need an Azure API for Fire instance. If you have one already, you can use that provided you configure its cores and authentication appropriately. For simplicity's sake, we're going to simply allow everything in our cores. Since the application will be using the same tenant as the Azure API for Fire instance resides in, we can simply leave the authentication section as is and add users as Fire data contributors in the access control blade. Be sure to update your app settings with the correct host name for the Fire connection scope and Fire server URI properties. Now we can register our application. Provided a name, add https://localhost:5004/authentication/login-callback as a redirect URI under the single page application configuration for authentication. Once the application is registered, update the registration to enable access and identity tokens. In addition, update the registration to expose the API permission for Azure Healthcare APIs under APIs my organization uses. Choose the delegated user impersonation scope. Be sure to update your app settings file with the correct tenant and client ID under the Azure AD property group. Now we should be ready to try to run our application and test it. Verify that FhirBlaze is your startup project if you're using Visual Studio. I prefer to use Kestrel over IIS, so here I take a moment to change the debug profile. Once the application is launched, click the login in the upper right hand of the screen. You'll be prompted to consent to the delegated permissions we chose to expose on the app registration. Once you've consented, you'll be logged in. Now verify that you can hit the Fire API by navigating to the patient list on the left-hand navigation pane. If you've just created the Azure API for Fire instance, you'll have no patients at this point, and as such can expect a 0 patient count with no prompts or warnings about an exception. You can further verify the connection is working by trying to add a patient. Congratulations! This concludes our tutorial on setting up FhirBlaze for local development. Thanks for watching.